Yep.
Just start off, I guess, with a statement and the overall of getting hired in Texas and the opportunity you had here in Boise over the last 7 years.
Well, it's an exciting day, to get an opportunity within our own affiliation. I've worked closely with both Scott White and Derek Laxdal over the last couple of years, and to already have a relationship with those guys, we have a lot of the same core values and beliefs, and I'm excited to continue to grow that relationship and help develop their players ultimately for the Dallas Stars. And from the Idaho side of things, it's been an outstanding 7 years. It's a place my wife and I have considered home. We've made a lot of good friends in the community. We've really enjoyed our time, and it's bittersweet in that sense where we're saying goodbye, but we also will be keeping in touch with a lot of people in the area, and the organization's been nothing but first class. So something I'm very grateful for.
Grammer, the timing of this move, why now?
Well, like I've always said, it's important to stay in the present, and when an opportunity does come, you want to look into it, and this was the right opportunity, with the right organization, and it was a good fit on both sides. So I think that was the big thing for me, knowing Derek Laxdal, knowing Scott White, having that relationship. I know what they believe in, and we share those same beliefs. So to have an opportunity to work with those guys even closer is an exciting one for me. Something I'm looking forward to, and that's what made that opportunity the right fit.
Getting a chance to know you over the last couple of years, I know how much you and your family love the city of Boise and in this entire community. How tough is it to leave this area?
Yeah, that's going to be tough. We were actually at a park last night with our son. We were kind of reflecting a little bit, and we were looking at the foothills, and it was about 90 degrees with no humidity. And we were saying, "Wow, what a nice evening!" And we've made a lot of good friends here and a lot of good memories, and it's definitely in a place we'll continue to visit and continue to keep an eye on. And the big thing for me is this organization took a chance on me as a young coach, and Eric Trapp, he allows you that freedom to grow within your position, and to have an environment and a culture where you're given opportunity for growth and a chance to learn from some of your failures. I couldn't be more grateful, really for the opportunity I was given here in Idaho, and it's always going to have a special place in our heart.
You reflect on the last 4 years as head coach of the Steelheads. What are you most proud of?
Yeah, I think the players. I think we've had some very good teams. I think the culture we've built is something that's going to continue on, and I think we've had I've been very fortunate to work with a lot of good people, but coach a lot of good players. And we expect a lot of these guys. We demand a lot of these guys, and to see the investment, to release some of that, relinquish some of that control to whatever is best for the team, and those are the things that I'm the most proud of, is getting a group to come together, and I think we've done a nice job of that.
For you personally, making this move, this next step in your career, your coaching career, how much does this mean to you, to be able to take that next step?
Yeah, no, it does mean a lot to me, and I think the circumstances are probably what mean the most. Like I've said, knowing the Texas group, knowing the Dallas group, working with those guys so closely over the last 4 years in particularly, but really the last 7 years, that's what's the most exciting, is to stay within the same family. Whether it's Dallas, Texas, or Idaho, it's a close of affiliation and as close of a group as you could have, and really. The guys in Dallas and Texas do a great job, of really reaching out within that affiliation. The communication's always been first class, and I think just to be a part of that group moving forward, staying within the Idaho, Texas, Dallas family is probably what excites me the most.
We talk about staying in family. We think about Ralphie, you. When I think about your staff, I think of Everett. And think about what's next for the franchise here in Idaho. What does Everett bring to the table as a potential candidate?
You know what? He's a first-class person, first and foremost. You talked about character and culture, and he's a good man. He's a very goal-oriented person. He's very driven, and his work ethic would never be questioned. So, one way or another, everything, the organization will be in good hands, and he'll be a part of that. And I have full faith in his abilities to not only lead, but to continue to strive for what this organization is all about. And he knows what's expected, and he's also a big part of the reason the culture is the culture we do have.
Get you out of here on this. You think about the Steelheads, you think about the fan base, a fan base that you know very well. A lot of pride.
Yeah.
Making the playoffs every year and the success that you guys have achieved. What would you say to the fans?
I think thank you. It's been an honor coaching and playing in front of them, and the support we get is unbelievable. And they're cheering. You're down a couple goals, and I know we had a lot of big comebacks this year, and just to know they were always there with you, through the highs and lows, I think is unique. I don't think you see that in every market, and I kind of think it speaks to the city, the organization. It all ties in as one. So for me, just the support and really the welcoming hand they reached out to give my family has meant the world to me, and we've really been a part of this community and feel a part of this community. So I guess just to thank you for being so welcoming to us.